I mentioned in my last video that October is Global Diversity Awareness Month. I want to take this forward into a little bit of a nuanced conversation about DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, which has taken a big hit over the last year or two. I'm Nancy Schick of 30-Year Conflict Resolution. We're an employment law and mediation firm, but I personally am also a diversity trainer, and I've worked in higher education for several years. I've had a lot of different viewpoints coming at me over the past year or so in particular. If you didn't miss the podcast appearance I did for Spectra Diversity earlier this year, I'll put a link in the notes to the video. We've been talking a lot about what do we do now? A lot of employers still want to further diversity, equity, and inclusion programs, but they're concerned about it. Others are saying they're willing to take a chance to do what they think is the right thing. So you might be thinking, what do I do as a small employer? I don't have a big budget. I'm not going to necessarily put an ad in the Super Bowl. I'm not going to even put an ad on a video on you. The number one thing I tell people is you don't need a huge budget. Give you a couple of examples. Even corporations that have a lot of resources have done things that are so much more impactful with not that much money. Salesforce did an employee storytelling campaign where their employees voluntarily shared their stories about challenges being in marginalized communities. Cisco did a global connection networking event where they brought people from all over the world to just come together, share their culture, talk a little bit about their differences, and try to connect in new ways. That's what we really want you thinking more about. Yes, it looks good when you have those ads out there and you have these big, expensive campaigns, but that's not really what we find employees want. What do they want? Probably the same thing you do. They want respect. They want integrity. They want prosperity. It all comes through the sharing and performance that you all do in partnership. That's why I keep saying employment is a partnership. If you want to learn how to click that link below, subscribe to this channel. I'm going to keep doing videos like this, and I'll also put a link in the notes. If you want to schedule a consultation, I'm happy to help you come up with a plan. In the meantime, of course, keep listening with your third ear for those hurts you can heal.